Let's keep it on rap.
You want to keep it on rap? Where?
The long-awaited 5-year wait is over for the very popular, the very talented, the world-renowned global
star. He not. Hold on, wait. You take outside the music. He has clothing. He has some of your favorite fucking sneakers.
For sure.
With the Nike brand.
He is a
he's a Jenner.
He's a mysterious Kanye. We don't know nothing about this guy, but he got damn near every aspect. He got the Kardashian, got the shoes, got the clothes, got the music, the brand, the videos. He got everything
the
that
sound,
comes
the look, the everything.
with Kanye. He just don't got the message in the music, but that's neither.
I mean,
who cares?
But
He's
you know
cool.
what I'm saying? That's early.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Who cares?
yeah.
And he got the stage. I forgot that. How could I forget? He got the stage shows, but
He just don't have the early Kanye part, but you know, hey, cool.
Yeah, he had the situation, but yeah, the long-awaited Utopia finally dropped.
Shout out to Pagani who dropped in the Utopia cars.
Long-awaited Utopia finally dropped.
You want to give your dissection first, or you want to talk about it?
I listened.
Okay. Same here.
19 songs. Let's look at these features here.
Which is in this day and age right now, 19 songs is pretty long for an album.
Yeah.
And it's in new times.
Okay.
It's pretty long for an album.
Okay.
Depending on the artist that you are, you know, the 12 songs, the short albums are the thing.
Okay. You got a shout out to this guy here because I don't know why he refuses to drop a project. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to this, please drop some music. Tizo Touchdown, extremely talented dude, one of my favorite artists. He has absolutely like no music on Apple Music for whatever reason, but he got 1,000 snippets on YouTube. He works with all the artists. He works with Tyler the Creator, all these people. So.
But before you say that too, he also has another artist that's on there that's not listed. Who is?
He got a few that are right here,
which is like Casey, who's
another
artist that's been featured. Yep, and he's actually really good.
Keep My Spirit Alive Part 2, the original one he was on.
And he's a really good artist as well.
Okay. You got Tizo. Of course, you have Drake. You got 21 Savage, Rob 49, The Weeknd, Sway Lee, Young Thug, who put up a fantastic, phenomenal.
We're not gonna talk about that shit. Wait. Go ahead, continue. Talk about the features.
We got Bad Bunny. We got The Weeknd again. We got Future and SZA. I love SZA's verse on that.
Yep.
I didn't love Future, but whatever.
Yeah, I can take Future off.
Yeah, I can take Future. James Blake. Last but not goddamn least. Oh, Westside Gun too.
No, we got Westside Gun on there, which I love.
Last but not least, the
Who
most surprising feature of
ever.
The GOAT herself, the closest thing to Michael Jackson. Beyonce, the goddess.
Yes.
And her vocal performance was phenomenal.
That was a Beyonce song featuring Travis, but
it was.
But that was actually a good song. I had to skip it in that realm of that half because it just. But
now I will say I was actually listening to some Destiny's Child. Don't judge me. A little bit earlier today.
No. Actually, listen, bro. I feel like we should listen to all.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, it was weird timing, but
it was.
But I do understand why.
So just fucking listen to this.
Listen,
I get the album.
Fucking good. They classics, though. Yeah. Fuck up TLC in the verses.
Easily. We're not gonna talk about that shit.
Saying, like, that's the closest thing to Jackson.
They better chase waterfalls.
That's out of here. Rest in peace. Left out. But I see why people put Beyonce in the greatest singers of all time category.
Dog.
Not because she's Whitney Houston with
Mariah Carey,
the tonality and the pitches and all that. It's because the way she can flow and contort her vocals to whatever beat is in front of her is like phenomenal. Go listen to No 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 Part 2. And she is like
she
doing
fucked
a
that
rap,
shit up, yo.
Sing.
Yes. Yo, she's fucking that shit up, yo.
What she did on Renaissance, what she did on Del Resto Echoes on this album, she is a legendary, all-time great vocal performer.
You know what? One of my favorite Beyonce songs is, and I had spoken to somebody because they was like, "Oh, she performed this song." Is "Get Me Body."
Okay.
And it's not really like the.
Person me. The fuck out.
Shit's
I mean,
so it's detailed that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'll go check up on it.
Alright, yeah. Oh, that shit's fire too. Actually, that video was great too.
It is.
But it wasn't even. She wasn't hitting high notes and all of that shit. It was the fact of you have a, and we know what Swiss Beats was doing during that time. The tambourines and money in the bank and you know what I'm saying, all of that shit that was going on. That beat and that high energy and just going for that whole song. It's just like it's like, all right. It's kind of tough to certain things for like certain people to do that. You won't hear everybody being able to just keep that energy that whole time and just being able to be on that type of production and just like,
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree. I mean, I think that definitely separates, like, even when it comes to rappers. Like, I mean, Jay-Z doesn't sound the best over certain beats.
Certain beats, I
definitely need to stay away.
Yo, you heard that Magic?
Yes, I think that's why people credit Drake so much, because he can pretty much
do whatever.
Whatever. Kanye's in that conversation, so he pretty much sounds good on whatever. Yeah, I mean, Andre 3000, those of that ilk.
Certain ilks are just like, certain just like rappers and tones and being able to just stick into a pocket and find a pocket.
I even throw J. Cole in there, because Kendrick been on some remixes that was like, hey,
it's like, whoa, you trying to be too different.
You got like one or two pockets that you need to stay out of.
But it's like, it's a pocket that certain people can find in each and every.
Thug is probably the best at it ever.
You know
what I'm saying?
He has some different, the verses, the words, but he can find the pocket.
Talking about the pocket.
Yeah, okay.
Because Nas ain't never struggled with lyrics. It's the flows.
Yeah, Jay ain't either, but boy, Jay, you
better get the fuck out on that fucking high remix. Please knock it out.
I actually like that shit.
The shit is terrible.
But the Maybach shit, I took the top off the Maybach.
Yeah, anything with Future, he has a terrible verse on. He even struggled on some of them Watch the Throne beats.
You hold on, what you ain't like? I got the keys.
We gonna get back to trash. I'm just saying. But yeah, first listen. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to this album. First of all, this album is gonna be hard to just listen to in AirPods headphones.
Okay.
It's something that needs to be on bigger speakers, because
big speakers though.
This is a lot of instrumentation, a lot of beat changes. Now you're not really listening to Travis for any lyrics. He doesn't say anything, but he found his pocket on all these songs perfectly. Like his flows, he selected whether that he was feeding off somebody else, which he likes to do. If it's Drake, he gonna rap like Drake. If it's Sway Lee, he gonna try to, you know what I mean, whatever. But he gonna throw the auto-tune on there and do whatever drug, deal, like whatever. But from top to bottom, I honestly don't have a single skip on this album. I thought it sounded great. I even the single with Bad Bunny and Weeknd, which I thought was terrible.
I'm not a fan.
I'm
a Weeknd. I'm a Weeknd fucking fan.
You are. This album is, to me, this is like a drugged up, secular cursing version of Donda with no message.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like to me, but more concise. Donda had a lot of songs on there.
You're right.
Even though it was telling the story, the theme, and all that.
But Donda had like 14 parts.
It did.
Yeah, it had mad shit going on. With that
it did. So it was almost like a menu that had too much stuff on it. It was kind of like, I don't know where to choose this from. That's what this reminded me of. It's very Kanye. I hear a lot of Yeezus. I hear a lot of Donda. My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Pablo in there.
Pablo, yeah. I mean, like I said, I think they're very close to each other. The only thing about Travis is, which I can never be a fan of, because he doesn't really say anything in any verse on any song. But yeah, I mean, first listen, it was a 9 out of 10 for me. Thought the music was great. I mean, am I gonna go back and listen to this over and over again? Probably not. You know what I mean? Just because I want to hear something. Yeah. At my age right now,
of course.
29, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear a little bit more messaging, unless I'm outside shit.
Okay.
But yeah.
So
let me say this, great project.
Let me say this, and me and you had a conversation off camera before. I think Travis has 2.5 good projects. So here I keep, me and you talk about music. I listen to a lot of rap, just like niggas just rap. So that shit. So like then now I have to go into the thought and the mind of like, all right, I keep forgetting that Travis is not a rapper. So of course, like my favorite project of him might be Days at the Rodeo, but I don't, that's not an album. That's more of a mixtape. So cool.
I mean, you're not wrong there though. That's
Yeah.
just phenomenal. But
that was
Rich Homie on.
It was, and then all of that was different. And then also I think Bird sing McKnight, that project, I think that was his best. And then I think
Really.
And then I think Rodeo was probably that half because it was a lot of production, but it was back and forth. I didn't think Astro World was good, but then again, Travis is not a rapper, so now I have to go back and start listening to certain things because I looked at it at a different space, and that's how I looked at this. So first, I've listened to this album, I think like maybe 5 times, and because the first maybe 3 times I listened, I said, "Fuck, this dude can't rap for shit."
All right, yeah, I understand.
And he says nothing, and I'm like, "Fuck, you keep hopping on this great production. It's amazing. The quality of it is amazing. I understand why you spent 5 years. You spent $10 million on this album.
Yeah.
Not 10 million, but you know what I'm saying. But
yeah.
And so then, but I always listen to all the features, and I'm like, yo, the features did exactly what they need to do, but you ruined songs. Ruined songs.
That's harsh.
But again, that's why it took 5 times to listen, because the last 2 times I said, fuck, he's not a rapper.
Yeah.
And I put him in that the late Kanye category.
Don't do that.
Kanye no. But I put him in the late Kanye category of Kanye's now I am a producer and really showing you everything producer-wise. Don't get me wrong, Kanye always has a message. Even on Pablo, I don't think it was his best. Rapping performance. Yeezus was a transition of doing different things, and then Donda told the story, but again, the big features. And so that's why I put it in that, and I said, oh, that's that pocket right there of, I'm going to say something. Of course, Kanye's always going to have a message. Kanye's a better rapper. Kanye's been a rapper.
Yeah.
Everybody wrote for Kanye, but Kanye, we know what Kanye did. Kanye's a rapper.
Too, yeah.
So I take that out. Kanye's a rapper because I know what he did. But that part of Kanye where somebody wrote for me, but I'm a really good producer and I make music.
Yeah.
That's where I had to look at it for the last 2 times. And that's where I said, oh shit, this is good. This is really fucking good. I think the second half of it is amazing. Much better with the features and shit like that for what I want to hear.
Okay.
The Beyonce track is amazing.
Okay. For
the flow of those last you have it right here.
Yeah.
You scroll up a little bit. All right, starting from, cause Sirens ain't do shit, but from 7 down, I skipped Beyonce track only because of the flow of how it sounds.
Okay.
But Beyonce track is amazing. But I think all of that sounds great. I love Circus Maximus. I like Parasail a lot. Schizo, I think might be between that and Lost Forever, West Side are the 2 best tracks on that. I know you know. I know.
That was a good song.
But yeah, I think it's a great, and I love that transition of beats for that.
Yeah.
But this bias. I love West Side. But I think it was great. Utopia Twins is probably my favorite song on that.
That's fire. Yeah.
Rob 49 started off the track for
I like Rob 49.
I like Rob 49.
I don't know if y'all heard his album, but Rob 49 does that on every song. Like
he's gonna get aggressive style, and he has a pocket of, like, you know how 21 has a pocket of, I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna only stay right here.
Yeah.
Rob 49 does the same shit, and I love exactly what he did. That's my favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna get into it in a second, but alright, so I have, let me see. I know I have 4 or 5 songs straight off. My top ones is gonna be Utopia Twins, Schizo, Lost Forever, Meltdown, I Know, and Fiend. And then Circus.
You said what?
So it's gonna be Utopia Twins. That's my favorite track.
Okay.
It's gonna be, my next track is between my 2A and 2B, which is whatever you want to. It's Schizo and Lost Forever, because I think the feature on that, the Thug feature is
Thug. Yeah.
Dog. Hold on. Let me say this, guys.
That performance is.
This guy has been a fan of Thug since probably Thug came out. I don't want to hear nobody say about nobody talking about how, you just like I'd be the person to say I'm a new Thug fan. And I had to go back and listen. I mean, I listened to the Bar to 6. I listened to a bunch of other songs, and I had hits songs here and there.
Slime season
Yeah.
1, Slime
But
season 2,
this-
Beautiful Thugger Girls.
Though
Come on, man.
he's a Thug fan. Though, had Thug been out, that out. First of all, the album Business to Business wouldn't have dropped.
Yeah, facts.
I listened to the Metro side. You know when Metro did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to that album, the first 10 songs, you heard, but that's songs that Thug probably wouldn't have dropped if he was out.
Yeah.
You heard this verse, and whatever Thug would have dropped this year along with the Metro feature that he had, along with this verse, and then those songs from Business to Business.
I mean, I think
Thug
at some
would've-
point, yeah. At some point, we got to start acknowledging these people as who they are, because this is 10 years into Thug's career. It's very few people that are still as good or even better than they were at 10 years into their career as it was.